You just see them thrown in, rough. I said, please don't be too nice. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, you know, the way you put their hand over. Like, don't hit their head, don't hit their head. I said, you can take the hand away, okay? Now, if you had one really violent day, like a guy like Mike Kelly, put him in charge. He's a great congressman. Would you say, Mike, that if you were in charge, you would say, oh, please, don't touch them, don't touch them, let them rob your store. All these stores go out of business, right? They don't pay rent, then the city doesn't have money. It's a chain of events that's so bad. One rough hour, and I mean real rough, the word will get out and it will end immediately.
And on that note, he just signed what's arguably his most dangerous executive order yet that lays the groundwork for what we've seen in those clips. The America that he described, where police officers can basically abuse citizens with impunity. And that executive order morphs us into a full-blown police state, and it's called Strengthening and Unleashing America's Law Enforcement to Pursue Criminals and Protect Innocent Civilians. And it does a number of things. First and foremost, it shields officers from accountability by providing them with pro bono legal assistance in the event that they're held accountable for excessive force. It also expands federal resources to train state and local law enforcement officers to, quote, aggressively police communities against all crimes, and expands legal protections for police officers while investing in prison security and capacity. It also directs the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to go after officials at the state and local level who try to restrain police or who engage in local initiatives that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion. In other words, addressing police violence against black and brown people, for example, and trying to stop that would presumably be prohibited under this order. But here's the big one. Within 90 days, it directs Pam Bondi and Pete Hegseth to increase the flow of military equipment to state and local police departments, and says that they must, quote, determine how military and national security assets, training, non-lethal capabilities, and personnel can most effectively be utilized to prevent crime.
Greetings from the east to north to south, and this wicked ass west. The topic: what you gonna do when the boys in blue turn on you? The questions: why you think the boys in blue is turning on white? Let's get into it. I'm your host. I am the one.
Now, this new Donald Trump executive order, supposedly it's going to give police more authority, and I'm assuming tighten up their qualified immunity, with lawyers already on deck to help out with any type of issue they get into, which is really sad. One thing that the president said was, if officers get rough, it'll somehow put everybody in line. Now, you got to remember, 400 years of slavery didn't do it. Nobody's going to back down when it comes down to injustice. It'll be a perpetual issue. It's going to be fought until every last one of us die. Under no circumstances will anybody put up with injustice forever. What he's saying is rough up a couple people and that'll do it. You have no idea the people you are dealing with. None. Under no circumstances will anybody lie down for injustice forever. It's just not going to happen. This guy is totally unrealistic. But this video is really about the injustice of police officers all around the country. And what's happening is they're turning on these people right here. What I have for you is two videos with police officers using excessive force and taking the lives of two people, one black and one white. Now, ordinarily you will say, well, why didn't the black man comply? That'll be the first thing out of Mr. White or Mrs. White mouth. First thing to come out. Well, what you're going to see in the video is both men complied, but they ended with the same result. Let me go to the clip, and I'll be back.
A Texas cop who killed a man, unarmed man, says, "I just smoked a dude." Here it is.
How you doing, sir?
Good. I'm Sergeant Iverson, the Rusk County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir.
The reason I pulled you over is you blew that stop sign back there.
No, I didn't. I came to a complete stop with that stop sign.
All right.
Can you can you show me that I blew?
Step out of this.
Okay. Okay, officer. I'm just wondering.
Turn around, put your hands right there real quick. You got anything on you shouldn't? Keep your hands out of your pocket.
I wasn't. I don't have anything on me, officer.
Put your hand behind your back.
Officer, I don't have anything
Put your
on
hands
me.
behind your back.
Officer, why are you? Why? Can you just tell me, officer? Please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for? Please, please. Officer, please.
517 County. Dude, you okay? Call everybody. I've got a shooting.
Okay, one thing I did do is I cut the shooting part out. But he did shoot the guy and killed him. The thing is, this was about allegedly running a stop sign. Think about that for a minute. Running a stop sign. And I'm pretty sure he did not run a stop sign. And that cost him his life. This story gets worse because it took maybe 2.5 years before the video was released. And this cop was able to simply retire. Nothing to see here. What he did was took a man's life for supposedly running a stop sign. There was a big cover-up. Nobody went to jail. And this devil was allowed to retire. This is corruption from the highest level. Nobody's charged for a crime of murder. I'll be back.
The man was pulled over for allegedly violating a very simple traffic rule. Timothy Michael Randall was on the phone with his mother when a police car pulled up behind him. What began as a routine traffic stop became what you just saw. The officer, his name is Sergeant Shane Iverson of Rusk County. In the moments after the body cam we just watched, more things happened. Randall continued to run down the street, but collapsed face down. Iverson radioed for help and then tried to render medical aid, but Randall died on the pavement. Her first shot came 2 months after the shooting when a grand jury returned a no bill, non-indictment in the case, meaning it chose not to indict Iverson for killing an unarmed man. The second came last summer when Iverson's lawyers turned over the dash cam video after she had to file a federal lawsuit. Nearly 2 years after the shooting, she finally got to see in brutal detail what happened in the moments before her youngest son was killed. Quote, "The only person that was attacking anybody was Sergeant Iverson attacking my son."
You know, what I would really like to know is what's the purpose of a body cam if you don't get to see it until 2-3 years later? And then you must file a federal case just to see a body cam. So you tell me, what's the purpose of a body cam? It makes no sense. And then they turn to non-indictment. This dirty devil murdered somebody. No indictment, nothing to see here. And he get to retire. Okay, that's video clip number 1. Number 2, this is a black man. And the identical same thing happened. I'll be back.
Leaked body cam footage of a deadly police shooting in Bay Minette is now posted online. This is video our News 5 team has been requesting since Otis French Jr. was shot in August 2022. Bay Minette police officer Brandon Thompson was cleared of any criminal charges, but a federal lawsuit is still pending. Let's bring in WKRG News 5's Debbie Williams. Now, the video is posted on YouTube, but it is not clear who posted it or even how they got their hands on it, Debbie.
Yeah, Cherish, so we're told that it was not by law enforcement. That video did not come from law enforcement. It's 2 video clips that are about a total of 25 minutes. They were released anonymously over the weekend. We have confirmed that it is the actual footage from Thompson's body-worn camera. Now, we're not going to show you the actual shooting of Otis French Jr. We are, however, going to show you some of the footage that was released. And we must warn you that some of it could be disturbing. A traffic stop, August 20th, 2022. Otis French Jr. is pulled over by Bay Minette police officer Brandon Thompson.
What's the issue? Well, you didn't use your signal back there, and I see why now, is you have a light out on that left side.
Thompson says he will give French a warning, goes back to his patrol unit, runs the driver's license, and returns to French's vehicle with the warning and asks him to get out so he can show him what he's talking about. And for his protection, Thompson says, he's going to pat him down real quick.
No, I'm just not comfortable with people touching me. Well, I hate it for you, but my safety is paramount, okay?
That's when everything changed.
Listen to me. Not. You're finna get taken.
A struggle. Thompson threatens to tase French, who then pushes Thompson to the ground and takes off running.
Got one run toward Grandview.
They meet at the other side of the house. There's a collision. French is tased. Another struggle. French wrestles the taser from Thompson and uses it on the officer. Thompson pulls his firearm and fires. According to court documents, 7 shots were fired, 5 of them hitting French. Thompson later describing the final moments before the gunfire.
Grabbed my hands on my taser and turned it and ended up powering my taser out of my hand and turned it back on me and tased me once. And then as I tried to get back up, he pointed it back at me like he was coming to me. And I shot him.
The video has been kept from public view since the shooting. The French family, law enforcement, and attorneys had already seen the footage. Andrew Rutan represents Thompson in the city of Bay Minette and released a statement to News 5 that says in part, this was done in acknowledgement of the sensitive nature of the video and to protect the investigation and related court proceedings. It was also done to protect the officer involved from further threats to him and his family.
Imagine that. You kill a man in cold blood, and somehow they want to go out of their way to protect your family. What about the victim's family? This is so unbelievable. Let me give you one more clip, and I'll be back.
And this happened once again 3 years ago. And if it had not been for an anonymous source leaking the footage, then we wouldn't know what happened. And as you saw, it all started because of a traffic stop. Now I'm going to play some of that body cam footage so you can really get the gravity of what happened. But the officer was just like, okay, you got a tail light out. I'm going to give you a warning. And then he asked the man to step out of the car. Actually, there was no reason for the man to step out of the car. You said I had the tail light out. I believe you. And let's go ahead on and let me go about my business. But when they said that several minutes of this interaction were missing because of a body camera malfunction. Right? Go figure. Nevertheless, as usual, this officer was cleared of all charges, and the video was never released to the public formally.
Okay, so do you really think these devils need more power, more authority? Do you really think they need more of this? When you can murder a person and your whole department won't acknowledge a thing, and worse off than that, they won't even give you access to the body cam. I mean, what's the purpose of a body cam if you can't see it? You know, you want to continue to commit crimes and get away with it. You hide behind your gun and badge and qualified immunity. This is so sick. We live in a sick, sick society. Everybody, every nation, all around the world know America is sick. Thank you for watching. I am your host. I am